To check this out today. So I'm just going to go over a couple of the new features that we've built into this platform. We showed you briefly, but let me give you a quick example. There are 4 features that we want to show you. I'm just going to start off and go off with the first one is the Discover menu. That allows a custom environment owner like yourselves to be able to customize the attractions based on category menus. For example, for the environment, Rovit, which is the beginning category for every environment, you have all the buttons here are different categories. So if I were to click on outdoors, you'll notice the map changes as well as the information below the Discover menu based on the category you select. If I click on outdoors, there's quite a lot to see here, so I want to kind of drill down to something more specific that I'm interested in. So let's click on mountain biking, and then you can see that it narrows the search down to something that I may be interested in. And you can jump to a specific point from the map or from the actual Discover menu. For right now, I'm just going to show you the front end and show you how that front end system works. So if I were to select anything in the front end here, like for example the naming rock here in Gunlock, it'll open up based on the information that I preload. So I get to choose what I want you to see first, and then it takes you to the attraction. So first, this is the naming rock. You can put information about the naming rock, you can look around, or you can jump to different points. So for example, I want to jump to an aerial for the naming rock, and you can see this is where we just were, called the naming rock, and you can see this is how you get to the naming rock, this dirt road. It's just an aerial image to help you understand context, right? The real information is down here in the information box, right? The directions, the offline, the app, etc. All that's available here. The aerial and the ground-based photos are there just to give you context. You can see Gunlock is just right here. The trail, the road to this point is obviously just beyond the Gunlock State Park. St. George is in that direction, right? Iconic things that you need to see, but also visual perspective, right? Information-based context learning, right? All inside of a simple to use platform. And I can jump to different points that I may be interested in or not. If I want to jump to Enterprise Reservoir, I can see that it's 5 miles away as the crow flies from where I currently was. And anyway, I can continue to search and truly discover what the area has to offer before I come to it. So that's what Rovit is. It's a before you come trip planner. It's a virtual touring trip planner, right? So there's that, right? And you can jump to different points, and all this content is loaded with content that you're interested in seeing. So there's number 1, the Discover menu. Number 2 is I want to show you a couple of examples of our information boxes can be fleshed out with as much content and as hard of content as you would like. So for example, for the Anasazi petroglyphs hike, obviously we're looking and interested in either hiking to the Anasazi petroglyphs or biking on the Tempe Po-Ope Trail for the Santa Clara petroglyph hike. You need to know how to get there. So all this information is loaded with great content, including advertisements about guides and outfitters who can take you to the specific area that you may be interested in. With book now buttons, I can click on these icons and it'll actually book now to give me that specific hiking experience through a guided experience. Or I can learn about the adventure through videos. I can play whatever videos that are available, and I can always add extra content. Google Street View has done a lot of work for some of the attractions, and you can actually add the Google Street View content directly inside the information box. And then since we built on our engine for the Rovit platform is built on a gaming engine, okay, just like Nintendo or whatnot, we can add things like photogrammetry software or photogrammetry content inside of this platform. So when you want to go see the petroglyphs, you can go see the petroglyphs, but now you can see them in a new way, right? And this is designed to help the user understand not just what this is about or what you're going to see, but understands the history, right? Point 1 talks about the lizards or large, you can add points of interest and content to help you understand really what the experience should offer. So this can be for any major attraction as well as business, right? You can add any kind of content you're interested in. Directions, how to, what you should know, basic websites. So these information boxes are basically mini websites that you can scroll through, add whatever content you're interested in, as well as add to your planner. So if there's something I'm interested in seeing, I can either click here and save to my planner, okay, or I can share this content, which includes all the 360 image plus all the content below inside of the share link, and I can share however I'm interested in, right? So lots of different options here that you can do for that feature. So information boxes, unlimited content inside an information box. That's feature number 2. Feature number 3 is some really cool features that we added to the Discover menu. So this is the St. George Chamber of Commerce environment. This is a good example. You can put things like area guides, which are PDF-based information, right? They've already got this really cool document called St. George Washington County Official Area Map. Well, now we can start adding buttons to this map, right? So this is your content reused and created in a better way. So I can see, what is this Sunbrook Golf Course? Well, I can actually now jump directly to Sunbrook Golf Course from a PDF, right? So, and it doesn't have to be an actual attraction. It could be a business. I could make this a button. I could make this a button. So now you're giving your users relative content that's you can have metrics for. So if somebody clicks on the Anasazi coupon here, you can keep track of that information, how many times they clicked, who clicked it, how long did they spend on that particular advertisement, etc. So a lot more valuable data. You can turn your PDF, your magazine into an actual virtual experience. So that's another option there too. But then also you have in your Discover menu, this is your first Discover menu. This is the first page you get to from the front end of your environment, right? So you can create advertisements inside of this front end environment menu, right? So you can put things like the downtown experience, the town square, or you can start putting in things like what was I going to say? Itineraries, right? So if you created an itinerary, well, let's get to that. Well, I'll just tell you this. So if you can create an itinerary that says the top 10 things to do in Southern Utah, or the top 10 family-friendly things to do in Southern Utah, or the top 10 friendly things you can do with your grandparents, right? So you can get real specific about specific itineraries for the top 3, top 5, whatever you want, and start creating these articles / itineraries for this area and promote them either right here inside of the Discover menu. So one of these buttons could become that. Let me just go over what that itinerary looks like. So for example, let's just come back here and save something to it so you can get an idea. Let's go to this one. So I want to remember Enterprise Reservoir. I click Add, Save to Planner, okay? And then that content will show up inside of my planner. And when it comes in the unscheduled section here of my planner. And I can click and drag this content to these different containers whenever and whatever I'm interested in. So for example, if I wanted to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I want to do all these different things, and I have a flight or I have a driving time in between, I can customize that. It doesn't have to be Monday or Tuesday. It could be it could be November, right? It could be December 2020. So let's do December. I know I want to come to Southern Utah, December of 2020. And these are the things that I want to do. I know I'm probably going to have a flight, and it's going to be a 4-hour flight, whatever. You can customize this experience to be whatever you're interested in being. And then you can share that experience to whomever and however you want to share it. Text, email, social media, in any format, really. And then when the user gets it, they're going to be able to access this content that you have created for them, this itinerary, and they're going to be able to have it be interactive. So for example, what is this Kolob Canyons Knoll? Well, they can open that directly into the virtual environment that you experienced that you wanted to share, right? So now here they are. They get to see the Kolob Terrace experience of lands, knoll, rappel, etc., and have that be the same experience that you had before. So an interactive virtual touring trip planner, right, / itinerary inside of your website, embedded in your website, right? So when I say embedded, I mean you can place it like an open feature, like a header or a button, any way you want inside of your environment. And if you don't want them to have an actual interactive experience directly on your website in certain pages, you can open them up into different points. For example, this little heart button here for Kane County, if I click on that heart button, you'll notice that this number 3 turned to number 3. If I click on this heart button, it turns to number 4. So this is the interactive trip planner that's now attached to the website, but it's not invasive or it's not interactive, right? So it doesn't have to be an interactive experience. It can be a button that you place anywhere inside of your platform with the custom itinerary menu that you want, an interactive menu inside of your own website. So 4 main features: the environment, discover menu, the information box can be expanded as much as you want. Okay, you can add any content inside, including PDFs, images, videos, like the area guide that we showed you. And you can add your itineraries or your planner to the front end of your website, like Kane County, like what we've done here, or or you can build out your itineraries in multiple days, weeks, months, however you want, and share all that content. So all of that combined into one beautiful, seamless package that's bolts directly to your website and any other affiliate website that you have. So those are the main experiences. Check out the follow-up link that I sent inside your email and get back to me with any questions that you have. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope that we get a chance to work with you.